Rapid fire arrows. No way, I got a minigun? Oh, that sounds so cool. Oh, I can just hold it down. Oh, and it gets faster the faster the. Just gotta go through my house real quick. Here's my blaster over here and my golden apples. Let's do a little base tour real quick. Got some more storage room down here. I can go down to this floor. Nice little balcony on each side. Pretty cool. But let's go ahead. I forgot the ground floor. Here's my little kitchen area. But, ladies and gentlemen, today I have something special for you. Today is another mod showcase, and I am so excited for this because it is different weapons from sort of the same mod as the armor from the last video. So, we're gonna go ahead and check it out. So let's go ahead and head over to the lab. I see skeletons. Just have to destroy them real quick. And yes, I still have my blasters. I absolutely love these things. They're so cool. This is probably one of my favorites, the Weaver Cannon. I mean, it just looks so crazy. So let's get right into it. Let's go down to the lab and see what we have in store for today. So I'm authorized personnel only, but the mission for today's mission is new weapons. So in here, I'll just go ahead and put my blaster in here. Move these apples over here. Looks like we have some different mobs we're going to be killing today, but we also have a bunch of axes. So first of all, we're going to look through them, and then we'll get into the different bows. So let's go ahead and take these zombies, and we'll take we'll go with the piglins. So we're gonna go ahead and go into test room B, and first of all we're just gonna go ahead and spawn a zombie in. Now I'm in creative so far, so he can't kill me yet, but we're gonna go ahead and look through here. So our first pickaxe is the amethyst pickaxe, or the amethyst paxel. Upon mining, small chance to receive the respected ores smelted and blocked. Receive double the logs, chance to receive double the blocks. So this is more of a mining tool. So we're gonna go ahead and go outside and test this real quick. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so if I go ahead and break that, oh, first of all I get double the wood, but it also mines insanely fast, so I can literally just sit here and just break apart this tree like it's nothing. And if I go ahead, I can strip it real quick, so works really fast. This tree just got torn apart, and I already have 12 stripped wood just from that. So we're gonna head into this village's mine over here, and I can break it insanely fast, which doesn't make sense because usually you can't even break iron with an axe. So that works really well, and it's super fast, and I have a chance for it to already be smelted. So hold up a second and we'll end up getting one. We'll go ahead and do some gold, see if we can get one of those. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and sneak past this skeleton. I'll just go ahead and kill him with this axe. It's pretty powerful, so he'll die pretty quick with that. But if I take the new pickaxe, alright ladies and gentlemen, so with this pickaxe, I can go ahead and sneak, and obviously it's not doing anything right now, but if I break this, oh, it lagged from how much it just did, and I gained a golden block from that. So I gained 21 diamonds and a random chance for a block of diamond to spawn, which is crazy. And there's even more diamonds up here. So if I sneak and break, it'll grab every block next to it that's an ore. So let's go ahead and do that, and it just breaks that whole entire mine. Just from that little corner right there, I now have 41 diamond, or 50 diamonds just from that. So that's absolutely crazy. I can go over here and do the same thing, and oh my gosh. Oh, lava's gonna fall down on all these diamonds. Good thing I'm fire resistant, so it doesn't hurt me any. But that's because of the armor I'm wearing. But I also wanted to be able to see, so figured that would help out. So I have on the armor from the last video. But let's go ahead and get on to the next pickaxe. Alright ladies and gentlemen, the next pickaxe is the axolotl pickaxe, or axe, not pickaxe. But if we go ahead and look in here, upon mining underwater, negate mining speed penalty. So usually it would take a few seconds to mine this, but it takes the complete normal time. So even if you were mining diamonds underneath here, it would take you pretty much no time to do. And also, alright ladies and gentlemen, so I figured out how to use it. So you just left click and it'll get rid of all the water. So I can go ahead and left click and it'll do that. It'll get rid of all the water surrounding me. So I just have to crouch and it'll get rid of all the water nearby. So I'll go over here where the water isn't badly damaged already, and gone. So pretty powerful. I mean, I literally just completely dewatered this whole entire pond. I mean, I can go over here and just gone, and I can use it. It only has a countdown of 1 second, so not a bad countdown. So personally, I like this pickaxe, or I keep saying pickaxe, it's an axe. Actually, it's called a paxel, but still same thing. And the last thing is chance to drop a water item upon breaking stuff. So if we randomly just start breaking stuff, there's a chance that we can get a water item, just random water item. But that's pretty much what this what this axe does. I promise I'll get it right eventually and stop saying axe or pickaxe and say axe. I cannot English today. But we're gonna go ahead and go on to the next. Also, I really like this armor. The next is the bedrock axe. So let's go ahead and get into that. Alright ladies and gentlemen, so this is the bedrock paxel, or the bedrock axe, and basically what it does is sort of the same thing, where when you're sneaking and you break a block, it'll grab all the vein, a whole vein of it. So pretty useful. The other thing is it is completely unbreakable. I mean, nothing destroys it, so pretty useful. You never have to worry about unbreaking again, so that's pretty useful. But that's really about it for this pickaxe. I mean, there's not really much to it. It's just a bedrock pickaxe that will not be destroyed by anything. pretty sure I could even throw it in the lava. I actually don't know. I don't think it'll burn. Never mind, it will burn. So I guess we'll go ahead and go on to the bronze Paxel. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so this axe is actually pretty cool. So if I mine, it mines a 5x5. So I mean, it's literally perfect for if you were trying to put somewhere in your base for like a portal or something like that. I mean, you could literally just dig out one area of the wall that fast. Or if you're trying to mine down, it'll break down over and over again. So pretty cool. I mean, I literally just dug down that far that fast. So let's go on to the next thing. It does, upon sneaking, it'll tree vein logs. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so if I go ahead and sneak and I do this, I have to wait for the cooldown to be done. But what this basically does is I can mine an entire tree. So I can go ahead and break the tree, and it will break the entire tree down, or at least most of it, but it literally broke the entire tree. And I'll go ahead and show you with this tree right here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so now I'm sneaking and I can go ahead and it will break the entire tree, including some of the logs with it, and it'll drop a whole collection of the tree. So it even collected some of this tree, which is pretty cool. I mean, it literally collected that entire tree and part of this tree, so very powerful. And I want to do something really funny with this, because I noticed that these houses are in fact made of wood. So what happens if I use that on a villager house? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's find out. Oh, it destroyed that entire house. I mean, there's still about half of it left, but it just destroyed that house. That is insane amount of damage to that house. Even broke the ladders and all that. So that is absolutely crazy. But I think you guys are also going to like this next axe, which is called the Cactus Axe. So basically, if we go over here, we'll go into this mountain right here. I think that'll be pretty cool. And we're gonna dig a hole. And what kind of hole? A very big one, because this mines in a 7x7. So we can go ahead and just break this, and it'll break even larger than the last one. But I mean, it does so much. I mean, if you wanted to build a house using this, it would definitely work. I think the game's bugging. It's calling this cyan terracotta, but that is definitely gray. But whatever. But if I go ahead and sneak and use it, so if I sneak and use it, it will go ahead and break a huge hole in the ground. I mean, literally just destroyed that entire area. But it has a huge cooldown. So, huge cooldown on it. It's 180 seconds. So, but we're gonna go ahead and do it one more time. And I'm sorry guys if it's a bit laggy. I mean, I am destroying hundreds of blocks within seconds. So we're gonna go ahead and head up here, and I'm gonna show it off with this tree right here, and just destroyed that entire thing. And it doesn't look as big as it did over there, but that's because it wasn't as big of a tree. So basically that's what the cactus axe does, but it has a super big cooldown, which is kind of sucky. So let's go ahead and get into the Creeper Paxel, which upon breaking logs chance to randomly strip logs, which is strange, but I guess that could help. Could be pretty cool. So when we go ahead and break it, it turned into a stripped wood, stripped mangrove log, which is very interesting. So it's not even necessarily from this tree. It'll turn into a random strip log. It's very interesting. So it doesn't do it every time, but there's a chance for a random log, which is pretty interesting. If you wanted wood that you couldn't find, that would be very useful. Upon sneaking, upon sneaking, it does the same sort of thing, except a lot more. Does a whole lot of damage. I mean, this entire floor is just dug out. So let's go ahead and try that again, just to see what all it does. So let's go ahead and do this, and it creates a massive explosion, and that entire tree's gone, which is very interesting. Let's go ahead and break this tree over here, and I also have a creeper trying to mess with me. Oh wow. So it does a huge explosive attack. So let's go ahead and shoot me. I don't think that's gonna go well for you. Do you not see the armor I have on? I have titanium. Don't think your attacks are gonna do much. And massive explosion. And it did a hole in the ground. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, once no spider, will you not? Go ahead. Get boomed. Ow. Can you not hit me? Can you not? I'm gonna explosion you. Make you go boom. Keep playing, I'll get my blasters out. Behave. I don't know how you haven't died yet. Okay, so it does have a bit of a cooldown, but it's still pretty cool. And because this guy's being quite annoying, let's just go ahead and mine a massive hole out. So now you're stuck down here with me. Now I can just fight you. He was being annoying, so I dug a hole. So let's go ahead and just mine out of here, or build out of here. And we're gonna go ahead and go on to the next pickaxe, which is the Sapphire Paxel. So, alright, sorry about that. I had a technical difficulty there. But we're on to the last two pickaxes, and then we're gonna go to all the crazy different axes, or different bows. We're on the pickaxes, or axes. Sorry, I'll get English right eventually. Blah, blah, blah. But we are gonna go on to the bows next. So, but first we're gonna go ahead and go on to the axes. So, with the Sapphire Axe, what it does is, when you mine, you're going to be mining with haste 3. So usually this would take forever to break. And I mean, I know I'm doing it with my hand, but even with a diamond axe, it would still take forever to do. But I have haste 3 as long as I'm breaking with this axe. I mean, look how fast I did. I even accidentally broke a block behind it. And if I go over here, I can just destroy everything around. So it breaks really fast. I mean, my hand looks so goofy when I do it. Just, I don't know why that's so entertaining, but my hand going the speed of sound is crazy to me. Looks super goofy. But it also does, upon breaking blocks, it has a chance to drop different crops. So, if I just keep on breaking, I'll go ahead and break down. And it gave me a golden carrot. So, pretty cool. See if I can get anything else with it. Nope, that's water. I'll go ahead and break this way. See if I can get any other crops. It's a rare chance, but it's pretty cool when it does. I mean, it's free food. And if you were down in a mine by yourself, it would be pretty cool. So we also got some sweet berries. So pretty cool. If you had no sweet berries in your area, then you would have sweet berries. So pretty cool. But let's go ahead and see what else it does. So it even dropped a golden apple. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat that. But it also, upon breaking logs, chance to their respective planks. So if I break a log, not only does it break it really fast, it automatically turns it into the plank, which is pretty cool because actually I'm only breaking one log. So usually if I break one log, just go ahead and break this real quick, and I go into here, it gives me 4 oak planks. But if I go ahead and throw these out and I break even one plank, automatically gives me 4. So it basically is the same, but it gives me where I don't have to go into my inventory to do so. I can just break a plank and it automatically gives it to me, which is pretty cool. It'll save you some time, but it also does. So with the next axe, go ahead and put that one in there. With this next axe, it instantly breaks any log or block except for new ores. So like the new age ores, because this is kind of an older mod, but if I just do this, it instantly breaks every block, doesn't matter what it is. Now I'm gonna test this out. We're gonna go ahead and try. We're gonna go ahead and go with obsidian, and then we're gonna try bedrock. So we're really gonna test out how far this will go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so with this new axe, usually I wouldn't be able to break obsidian very fast with an axe, but we already seen from the last one that it could break pretty quickly. So we're just gonna go ahead, and it delivered. It is an instant break. I mean, it literally, there's no load down to it. But the real test is bedrock. And it will not break bedrock. So, it says that it'll break any block, but it will not break bedrock. But to be fair, bedrock is literally made to not be able to break. Obsidian can be broken, so that makes sense. But that's still pretty cool. I mean, literally breaks the hardest blocks instantly. So let's go ahead and see what else it can do. It can also, if I sneak, so we'll go ahead and place these ores. Just go ahead and place them all down. Get out of my way, flower. Just gonna go ahead and place a bunch of these. And if I go ahead and sneak and break this, oh wow. So not only does it break all of that, it breaks everything. Okay. I got over 2 stacks of ores just from that. Okay then. So, okay, so now I have a whole bunch of diamonds, and I just have to sneak and break this, and it breaks all of the diamonds. I don't know why it made a giant explosion over there, but I mean, I can't really complain. But that is pretty cool. It breaks all of it literally just by touching it once, so I'd say this pickaxe or this axe is pretty cool. Promise I'll get it right eventually, but I would say this is probably one of my favorites. I don't know, the sapphire pickaxe or axe has so much to do. Haste 3, chance to drop crops, can mine ores the same as this does, and automatically changes it in the planks. But both are pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead and get into the bows. So we have 7 bows to go through. So first we're going to start off with the amethyst bow. Upon impact, creates an area of effect with a radius of 4. Entities within receive a random negative effect for 3 seconds. So basically, if I shoot at this guy, it creates a giant bubble where he gets random effects. And it does quite a bit of damage to him, and he gains random issues going on with him. We'll go ahead and shoot me with it and see if I get anything. I do not get affected by it, but anything else in that circle will be damaged, and I just killed him on accident. Didn't mean to do that. But it actually does quite a bit of damage, and they gain a random effect, which, like, whatever happened to that horse just now was completely fine. But if I shoot near him, I don't know what that did to him, but it's a completely random effect, and they have to stand within the bubble, which I think the effect of it looks so cool. I can just shoot into this house and create bubbles. That's pretty cool. But we're going to go ahead and go into the axolotl bow, which I think will be pretty cool. We're going to save the titanium bow for last. But with the axolotl bow, upon impact, remove all nearby water within a radius of 4. So we're going to go over here, and we're going to shoot it in here. So where it lands, it gets rid of all the water nearby. So actually pretty effective. Literally water is just gone that quickly, and you've seen how much water was in there. I mean, this whole area was just completely made of water. We're gonna shoot it into the ocean and see what it does. That is so cool. I mean, I can literally just start removing the ocean. I can just spam it into the ocean and it'll just get rid of a bunch of different water. I create a reverse tsunami. That is so cool. But, I mean, it's pretty cool. You can get rid of a lot of water. You can make a lot of bases with this. But really not all that special yet. But we're going to go ahead and get into the Legacy Copper Bow. So, upon impact, create an area of effect with a radius of 4. Any entity within this will gain slowness. So, kind of like the other one with the bubble, but this creates slowness. So now he goes super slow. I mean, look at him. He can't even hardly walk. We'll go ahead and do it with a cow, just because we all know cows are very fast. I mean, look at him. He's already on the move. And now watch him. I'll slow both of you down. Now look how slow he's moving. I mean, he's literally moving less than a block a second. And it kind of wears off quickly. But, pretty cool. You could definitely mess with some people with this. So, pretty cool. Nothing special though. So we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to go ahead and go on to the creeper bow. Upon impact, create an explosion with a radius of 7 by 7. So, kind of as you would expect from a creeper bow, it explodes. So, we're going to test it out on this house. Aim right for the front door. And it creates a massive explosion. And anything nearby will die. So, literally takes 2 shots and he is gone. So, this would probably even be pretty good on a warden. I don't know exactly how much damage it does, but pretty cool. I mean, it insta kills a cow, so I'd assume it'd be pretty decent, especially if you actually got a shot off. One kills a villager. I wonder if it one shots a llama, because they actually have quite a bit of health. Wow, I missed. Yes, it will one shot a llama. And they both died. Okay. So, kind of as you would expect from a creeper bow, it explodes. But still pretty cool. Now up next is the cactus bow. Hostile entities within a radius of 4 take damage. So, kind of like a cactus. You go near it, and it'll shoot off. So, if I hit this cow with this other cow next to it, it'll do damage to both of them. I think. No, it just does a whole lot of damage. So, if I hit you, or I'll just try and get as close as possible to you, it doesn't do anything. But as soon as I hit the cow, it pops up little cactuses and it does a lot of damage. So you have to actually hit your target with it, but I mean, it does an insane amount of damage. Come here, sheep. And that sheep's gone. So pretty cool. Kind of what you would expect from a cactus, but I actually think the animation of the little cactus ball showing up is pretty cool. Up next is the sapphire bow. Teleports the player to the location. Okay, so I can just teleport, and what if I just fire off a bunch of arrows? It's like ender pearls. Oh, and I'm everywhere. I wonder what I can do with this. So if I hit something, it doesn't teleport me, but if I miss, then it teleports me close to him. Or if he's trying to attack me, come get me now. And oh, you want to fight? Okay, let's fight. Let's go ahead and fight. I don't think so. I don't even know where I went to, but I think you get the point. He simply cannot hurt me. I don't even know where I am anymore. So, I think it was this way. Let's go ahead and shoot one of these over there. See how far I can go. Oh, don't know where I went. There we go. And I'm back at the village. So, this is extremely cool. I mean, I can literally just teleport around freely and nothing can damage me because I'm too quick. But putting that aside, let's go with the bedrock bow. Upon impact, trigger a chain of 3 explosions with a radius of 4. Entities within this radius will be heavily damaged. Okay. Now where did that iron golem go? I'm interested. Let's go ahead and find him real quick. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I got him in my sight. So, this will do an explosion, 3 explosions back to back, which is super cool. Now, I'm on low health, so if he comes up here, I'm most definitely dead. Or I guess he's dead. So, that is a super cool animation. I mean, it's literally a rock just exploding, and I can just spam it, and it just creates shrapnel. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it is super cool. I love that animation. Definitely my favorite animation so far. And I mean, literally just one-tapped that villager. And I mean, you've seen how fast I got rid of that iron golem. So, definitely one of my favorite bows so far. And it is also indestructible, so as you see with these, they have a durability, as usual things do, but the bedrock does not have that. It is indestructible, so super cool. Now up next is the titanium bow, which Hold interact to rapid fire arrows. No way, I got a minigun? Oh, that sounds so cool. Oh, I can just hold it down. Oh, and it gets faster the longer I hold down, the faster it goes. But you run out of arrows so quickly. That is crazy. I got a minigun in Minecraft. That is crazy. Oh man, I gotta try this out against a warden. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here's our warden. So I'm just gonna rapid fire. See how long it takes for him to die. And you gotta remember, this has the most health out of any Minecraft mob. Even the End Dragon itself. And it's gone like that. I mean, he might have been able to get to me if I was in survival mode, but I'm not. So, joke's on him. But I could literally just sit here and just rapid fire. Create a ring of arrows. I could even just shoot them off in the air. And it's going to rain arrows. So, just hold it down for a minute. And now I'm already out of arrows. You've seen how many arrows I had. That is absolutely crazy. And now there's arrows just landing everywhere. So, that's honestly pretty cool. I mean, that does so much damage. But if you don't have arrows, it doesn't work. Even in creative, which is crazy because bows work without arrows in creative. But just go ahead and get some more arrows and I can just rapid fire. Let's see how fast I go through a stack of arrows. Already down one stack of arrows. Just shooting around everywhere. Already down 2 stacks of arrows. So I'm literally going through it so quickly. Just try and kill anything. I mean, look at the arrows on the ground. That is absolutely crazy. I'm already 4 stacks of arrows down. That's absolutely crazy. Sorry, horses, you gotta go. I gotta use you as a test. Just rapid fire. And I'm already down to 2 stacks of arrows. Out of how many did I have? I'll count it up in a second. How many stacks of arrows I just had. But that is absolutely crazy. And I'm already out of arrows. And I used 8 stacks of arrows that fast. That is absolutely insane. And if you guys like this video and want to see more, I have more. So just leave a like. If we get to 5 likes, I'll do another one of these. If not, then I'll probably move on to something else. But I really enjoy these. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a safe and fantastic rest of your day. Please leave a like and subscribe. I dare you guys to hit our goal. I dare y'all. But, ladies and gentlemen, see you guys in the next video.